Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is what I did with Alberta. So I found out it's a girl. So this is Alberta. She's in a 10-gallon. I know they're not supposed to be in 10-gallon, like a 20-gallon long is what everyone I've heard has said. Or everyone, yeah. But this is what she looks like. She's got plenty of room to roam. I'm not sure if she can get up there. She hasn't gone up there yet, but she's alive. So, doing better than I am with everything else I keep than both those. But I need to get a basking light, but I have to get a UV bolt light and a heat lamp. But at the moment, I don't have either. So what I'm going to be doing is buying a kiddie pool and letting her swim around in that like while I'm home, and like have a lawn chair and watch her swim around, so that way she can get some UV lighting and some heat from all that, which the water's not cold either way. She's fine. As you can see, she's fine. But eventually, what I'm gonna do is, and this is only if she doesn't outgrow it, but what I want to do is just get a 120 right there. I know it's gonna get algae from that, but I'm gonna get a bunch of minnows to clean up after her in this tank, which I know she will eat them. But I've actually never done a live feeding with any of my fish, so we'll see how that goes. And I know there's a bunch of moss in there. I don't know if it'd be a good idea to take that off of her or not, or if that'll just come off. But either way, seems to be healthy. I put 3 little pellets of Reptomin for juveniles between 2 and 5. She's like 2.5, but it's supposed to be really good. It was the cheapest shit, so that's what I got. It's got all that in it, but that's pretty much her cage. And it's got that light, which I meant to put on that, but that's LED, and I thought that wasn't originally, so I might switch those over. But I don't really want to stress her out, because she's doing wonderful. She likes to stay back in that area. I might have to do something with her basking spot that I made, because I know they can get shell rot, and that's really bad for them. Like their whole entire shell could just rot. So I might fix that right now and then bring y'all back. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that real quick and we'll see if I completely mess it up or not, or if I get bit. Wouldn't that be great? Okay, so pretty much all I did was mess it up. It's bugging me, because now I think she can't get up there, and it's bugging me a lot. So attempt number 2 at fixing it. Okay, this is about as fixed as it's gonna get. I slightly got it tilted a bit more to where she can get up there if she wants. So now it's not really going to pick up on camera because it was a very slight change. I need to plant that plant back. But she's still sitting there. She's hiding. She was hiding from me because she's still kind of frightened by me. And I know actually for all the people, because I might not post that other video. Zach Ketchum, greatest YouTuber all the time. Catch them all fishing. But this, I'm not proud to say this, This is what I transported her in. This is originally a minnow trap that I will probably use tomorrow when I go fishing, because I need to catch minnows to feed my baby. That's my new favorite pet, other than Bentley, who tends to take the sheets off my bed and make a mess and crap on my floor. But this is what I'm gonna be this is what I transported her in. I'm not proud of it. She's staying there for like 2 hours. Not proud of it. And she shit on my hand earlier. But she's definitely cool. And for everyone that I keep forgetting that I'm not posting that other video. But so what happened was I was on my way back to my mom's car because my mom works. So I walked to her car. And I'll pass by on the walking thing that I walk by. There's a creek. And I decided, hey, let's try and catch some turtles. Because I had seen turtles from fishing there. And so as I'm looking through for turtles, like of course I had my backpack off and all that. But I'm in the water looking for it. And I flip over a rock, and here she is stuck in between two rocks. Like her shell was actually stuck between two rocks. Like, pretend this goby thing is her, that, and that are rocks. That's pretty much how she was. And she couldn't move, so I kind of had to push her down and pull her back. That looked really painful. Down and back, and pulled her out, and from then on she's loved me. It's totally not like she tried to bite me and is pissed and crapped on me. But we're friends, hopefully, or she hates me. One of the two. But I just really like how this tank turned out. I need to replant that. But other than that, I think it's really pretty looking. I think it's kind of natural, other than the filter, of course. But other than that, I think it looks really natural. Because I thought it would look really stupid with, I just zoomed in a lot. I thought it'd look really stupid with that piece of rock, because that rock is actually jutting out really far. But from the side angle, you can't tell that unless you really look at it. But I still think it's my prettiest tank that I've built, or aquascaped in a long time. I mean, I've only aquascaped like 5 tanks, but oh, you can see her getting air. It's really neat. Just barely stick her nose out. And then she'll jump back down. And sometimes, like when I have the plant planted, she'll actually use that to climb. And she'll climb up there. And it's really neat. She's actually been, like, earlier I was sitting her down at my mom's work because I was texting one of my friends telling them about how I caught her. And I'm sitting there and I hear this little tit 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 tit. And I see that she's running at me, because I'd set her pretty far to where she would have to take several steps to get to me. If I could just stick my arm out and grab her. And she was running at me with her mouth open. So I immediately get up and run. So everyone that was at my mom's work laughed at me. And I saw it, but it was pretty funny. And I still really like this tank. I'm amazed that I built this. But for anyone that's kind of wondering, what I did is I got, for the gravel, y'all know that this had a bluegill in it and a bunch of other stuff. Actually, originally this tank was bought for these guys. Then they got too aggressive in there, so I built this with my dad, and it's worked. I need to do a water change on this. The camera doesn't really pick up how kind of gross it is, but that O's were in there. These have been in here pretty much since my African cichlids died, which I really don't like African cichlids that much anymore because they were kind of not my favorite kind of fish. They kind of almost got me out of the hobby because they're just not interesting in my opinion, but that's a whole different topic. What I like to do is every time I go fishing, it really kind of motivates me to keep in the hobby. So when I catch something neat like her, it's just a really interesting experience for me because I think I've only caught like 3 turtles in my life, and it's getting to the point where I know enough about like the area, like my fishing spot, that I trust my skills. And this Malefic's jar is leaking. I stepped in it, so I'm gonna smell like crap. But that's why you have socks, to clean it up, right? That's why socks are made. Cleaning up fish healing and shit. But my hands smell terrible. But I'm really glad I found her. Hopefully it all works out. Hopefully she lives. I think she will. She's really happy in here by the looks of it. And this plant is not doing so well. But it's also, I'm really bad with live plants. And having a snapping turtle who tends to dig up everything doesn't help. But if you're wondering how everything else is going, just ignore everything in the way. Neon tetras are fine. The Acara are doing well. There's one. I need to feed them. Now why don't we just feed them on video? So they're gonna get these cichlid pellets. Pretty good. You can see they know food comes when I'm here. So they're probably my most personable fish because they'll literally come up to me and bite my hands, which I find extremely funny. And Chuck Liddell is actually doing really well. He's kind of he's gotten big enough to where he can say, hey, I want some food, I'm gonna get some food. Now there's always that one, there's gonna be that big guy. He's probably always gonna rule the tank. But at the moment, they're all getting food. They're sly. We'll see if I'm not being rude, or not trying to be mean per se, but I really this is not my favorite tank. Like, I'm kind of disappointed with how this came out. Like, I like the Acara, but this whole side, I don't really like the fish over here. It's just caused me more pain and trouble. But this side I like. This side I don't dislike the fish. They're interesting fish. They're just not the kind of fish they're not the kind of fish I would keep. But I bought them from someone, so they came with the tank. So I mean, what you gonna do? If I really wanted to, I could give them away. But my friend, he has a pond, and he's like, oh yeah, you can put anything in a pond. I'm like, no you can't. You have to watch what you're putting in a pond, and fish that have lived their whole life in a tank are not going to do well in the pond. But I'm mumbling. Okay, there's Alberta, the new snapping turtle. Snapping turtle. Jeez, I'm tired. But see you guys later. Peace.